welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. Today I thought I would do a different video because I typically talk about like health and fitness on my channel, and I do a little bit of like social commentary too. But I wanted to talk about choosing friends like you choose a man, or like you choose someone that you're dating. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you are in a relationship with these people if they're your friends for hopefully a lifetime. You guys know that saying that says, you know, some people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And so when you're choosing friends, because you guys know everybody's not your friend, when you're choosing friends, you want to choose friends like you would choose a man, like you would choose a life partner. And hopefully we're choosing a life partner in the right way. So I want to talk about how I'm choosing a man and how I'm choosing friends, because it's actually the same. And I think in our society, we have this, especially with the advent of social media, everything is optics. Everything is like, what does this person look like? What do my friends look like? Are they pretty? Do they have, you know, this aesthetic that matches what I want people to believe about me? And I talk about this a lot with my friends, actually, as it relates to dating, and this idea that like, I should be dating someone who looks like everybody else thinks I should be dating, versus I should be dating someone who matches me and what I need and what's good for my life and what God says is good in a man. So first I'm going to tell you how I choose a man, and then I'm going to tell you how that relates to your friendships. So the first thing is values. Yes, I think one of the biggest mistakes we make as a society, and like I've made, is being like, oh, he's cute, like let's just see if it's fine, like see if it works out. Or like, oh, we know the same people, let's just automatically assume that it's going to work out. There's this false sense of like of community there, a false sense of familiarity, versus understanding what we want and need in a relationship, even with friends, and then actively and intentionally seeking that out in friends and relationships. So maybe in a different Vlogmas, I'll share with you guys my love list. I have a love list for friends and I have a love list for relationships. Like, what do I want out of my friendships, and what do I want out of a relationship? And when I'm looking for a man, or when I'm dating, I want to be able to refer to that list and make sure that I'm lining up on values right. Because as they say, looks don't raise your children and looks don't make a marriage. Like, we're all gonna get old and wrinkly one day, and your friends are gonna get old and wrinkly one day. So what sustains a friendship? And so the first thing for me is values. And one of my biggest values is Christianity. So as a believer, that is something that, now not all of my friends are Christian. I probably a mix of half and half, but when I'm thinking about deep rooted, vulnerable, open, honest friendships, it's with my Christian friends. So that is a value that I look for in my friends, is like, what is your spiritual life like? Because you can only be as open and honest and truthful and transparent with your friends as you are with God. So if you are someone who doesn't have a relationship with God, there's only a surface level, you know, level that you can go to in a relationship. And same thing with men. You know, to me, it's like, who do you surrender to? Like, who do you listen to? Where do you get your advice? Is it from these people on the internet? Is it from your daddy, your mom? Like, who is giving you guidance? And where are you getting your moral compass from? And that's just for me, because I am a Christian. So the expectation is that you will be as well. I am a believer. So I want someone who matches me on those values. The other thing I would look for is people who are growth minded. So I want my friends to be growth oriented, because I am. And I made a video not too long ago about crabs in a bucket, and how sometimes if you choose friends who are not on a growth trajectory, they are jealous of you and they will try and pull you down. And you guys, this is true for men as well. God is he's just so smart. Obviously, he created the world, but there's a reason why he set up marriages the way that they set them up. Because if you are not with someone who's growth oriented, they will become jealous of you, and it becomes very dangerous for you to be in a relationship with that person. So even if you're someone who, the most common thing that people talk about is like money, right? If I make a ton of money and my spouse doesn't, that's a dangerous situation for me to be in, because if my spouse is not on a trajectory of growth and he's like, yeah, I'm comfortable, like just doing my thing, working a safe way, when that's not his potential, then I'm like, you are going to eventually grow resentful of me because I'm living my life, I'm surpassing you. And that's not even a confidence thing. That's just like human nature, right? So being with someone who is growth oriented, because then they understand why you work so hard. They understand why you, read these books, why you're interested in, psychology, into personal development, and it doesn't become a area of contention. And the same thing goes with my friends. I want to be around women who are growth minded. They're women who are interested in developing their personality, developing their strengths, taking a look at their weaknesses and going, that's where I could be better, and who are not afraid to call me out on that. That's what I'm looking for in a friend. And it's very similar in a spouse, because again, you want people who are going to help uplift you and who are going to be able to tell you about yourself when you need to be told about yourself. And not people who are going to secretly be jealous of you behind your back. And I want to be clear, that doesn't mean that one or the other can't be true, but it certainly removes that element of jealousy when you have friends who are kind of in the same realm as you. Like, you guys are both thinking long term, you have these growth goals for yourselves. Even if the growth goals are completely different, the path of growth is so similar that you have something in common. Okay, that's the third thing, is what do you have in common? So when I choose friends, I like to choose people who are who have some things in common with me, and then some things that are completely different, because I like to learn from people. So I like to get to know other people's worlds, right? I certainly am not choosing a spouse who does exactly what I do. Actually, what's funny, you guys? My athletes are like, Coach Joe, are you gonna date another trainer? And I'm like, no. It's like when I was teaching and I was like, you want me to date another teacher? Absolutely not. I want someone who I can maybe look at their life and it's different from mine, right? It's a different world. And it just gives you something more to talk about. It gives you a place, an area to grow and to learn. And, I like to be able to pull things from my friends who work in corporate America, or my friends who work in, the service industry. I like to pull from their experiences and go, that's an interesting concept. Maybe I can implement that somewhere in my business, And so I'm learning from these people, and it's just a different world. It's a different, too much of the same thing is never a good thing. So unless it's Jesus, so that's how I select my friends. And it's very similar to, selecting a mate and looking for a spouse or looking for a partner, because this is one of the bigger decisions in your life when you decide who you are going to allow in your inner circle, especially as friends, because I don't take the word friend lightly. I don't everybody is not my friend. Some people are colleagues, some people are acquaintances, some people are they're on the peripheral of my circle, and then I have friends. And when I'm allowing someone to really get close to me and to know me, they have to be a safe person. And one of the ways that you make sure that someone is safe is that you vet them and you have your checklist of what's appropriate for friends and what's not. All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. If you like this video, if you like this content, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you are interested in my confidence course for women, you can go ahead and click the link in the description box below. If you're interested in my fitness course, where I talk about all things health and fitness, fast forwarding your health, getting to your results as quickly as possible, you can go ahead and click the link in my bio below as well, my description box below. And I will see you guys in the next Vlogmas video. Have a great day.